Hey, welcome back to Setting Up an Arizona Tournament on Tab Room. Gently depress the I enjoy it and I'd like to see more buttons. Today we're going to take a look at the money screen, financials, and also how to set up your website. Um, on the Underneath the settings tab, on the money tab, cash rules everything around me, which that's why we run tournaments. There are a number of options here. Not everything is going to apply to us. But if you remember, we set up earlier our payable to and the message appearing on invoices, and those options are here as well. And then in the event you have a judge fine, this would be a place where you'd let them know who should you make the judge fine check out to, although we don't generally fine judges. Entry fees, this is per event. And so we've already got that there. I added varsity LD, so we need to put money there. And school fees. This is where, in theory, we would add the school fee of $25. Now, I've already got that in there. You add the fee, and then when does it start applying? When does it stop applying? Then you can add that in. What I found with the coaches conference is this didn't work quite as well and didn't really stick on the invoices. So either this is still a work in progress or we just haven't figured out how to make it stick. What I did do is I went in and just created a one-time universal fee, added that to everybody's invoice. You can't do this multiple times or it'll keep stacking those fees onto the invoices, but at least it added them to all of the schools that were already registered. You can go into each school and add the fee on manually, and depending on how many schools you have, if this doesn't work, that might be the better option. Judge hire fees probably don't apply to us because we don't have judges to hire. Nuisance fees, if you're finding them for drops or late ads, or if we're going to find no-show judges in prelims and elim rounds. But since we really don't have judge bonds or anything like that, it doesn't really work for us. Concessions, this would be if you're a tournament that's going to sell t-shirts. I'm going to sell t-shirts for $10, and I'm going to say that each school can only order 10 of them, and the order deadline for our t-shirts is going to be today at 11 o'clock p.m. And so now if a school wants to buy a t-shirt, they can do that. And hotel blocks were not in the business of hotel blocks. So once you do all of that, now we can take a look at how we set up the website. And from this page, we've got a few options. So you have your main page of the website, and this would be where you could type in information about what you want the tournament to say. So all right, and make sure you save the page text. Okay, and then if there's anything else you want to add to other pages, if you wanted to add a custom page, then you could add a special page. If you have something you want to upload, like let's say that I have a Congress docket and I don't want to add it via the normal route, I could just add it through here. So, let's say that I want to upload a solar energy bill. I can post that file. And I didn't give it a title, and so I probably want to get rid of that. Okay, let's choose that again. So I'm going to post that file, and then when we take a look at the website, we'll be able to see that. Now this also gives you your URL, and when you click on that, now this is what the tournament would look like publicly. So, AZ Practice Tournament, the date, going to be so much fun. You can certainly do a better job of making that look interesting than I did. And what do we have for our entries? Well, Congress. These are our entries so far for Congress. And they look kind of boring, and apparently everybody is from Florida. And they have their codes, even though we're not going to use codes. And hey, here's the solar energy bill, and I can click on that and it'll download. And so my contact info, if you click that, it'll mail to me. We've got the AZ circuit there, got all of the info for the public-facing website, and so we are good to go. And just clicking back to our tournament website page. So that is everything in the Settings tab. About the only thing we haven't gone through yet are sweepstakes, and sweepstakes are an incredibly complicated issue that we're actually contacting the Joy of Tournaments people about to figure out how we can get the Arizona methodology in. But in the meantime, in our next video, we're going to start taking a look at the Entries tab and seeing how can we look at our entries and what sorts of things can we do with the entries. Just to connect to what we had done earlier, let's take a look at school number 1. And we see that school number 1 has 57 entries, but I haven't added any judges yet, so I probably want to do that. Concessions, how many t-shirts have they bought? Well, they haven't bought any t-shirts yet. And so notice here they've got all of their fees, but they don't have that school fee. I could go back and charge a universal fee to everybody, or I could just add a school fee here. It says add fine, but it's not really a fine. It just gets added there, and then now we have the correct amount. And we are earning quite a bit of money for our practice tournament from school number 1. We can see how many entries do they have in each event, as that is taking a little bit of time there to calculate. But we can see they have a huge entry. This is a major school for us. And from the school page, you can see their contacts. You can see the general information about the school. You can print out a bunch of stuff. Are you going to allow them unpaid online registration? Yeah, because I doubt anybody's going to fully pay. But You can also record their payment here. So when they do send me a check, that's when I would record that. And online, it takes care of tracking all of your finances. So the days of manual spreadsheets could be over. Anyway, that's what we're looking at today. And hopefully we'll get some more information